This is part 2 of the presentment and rescinding. So this is the public notice of public records correction, right? That's the first thing. Legal notice of name, declaration, correction, proclamation, all that. Judicial proclamation. So all those go in together, right? So after they know who I am, then I attack what it was they were sending me. Is 41 debt note, right? I do not accept this offer to contract. I do not consent to these proceedings. Have it notarized. Then I signed it. UCC 1-308, no prejudice. So, get to the next part of it. I signed that also on the face of the citation. Also got that notarized and signed that, all rights reserved, UCC 1-308. I do not accept this offer. I did not accept this offer to contract. I do not consent to these proceedings. That's the front face of the. So this is the receipt that they gave me when I went to BBA, which is the Bureau for no, they call it Bureau of Administrative Adjudication. So it's BAA, right? So I gave them this because this is their what do you call it? This is their disposition code, liable. So once they say that you signed whatever, they give you this and it's marked as that you're liable in their system. So basically they're taking it that you agreed to pay this when it's really not your debt to pay. Where's my name? Exactly. I would have to sign this for it to be mine. So we go to the next. This is the thing that they get you to sign when you go to the Philadelphia, City of Philadelphia Bureau of Administrative Adjudication, Statement of Rights and Responsibilities. I was born with my rights, so I don't know how they can state me my rights and my responsibilities. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. They write, so they're speaking for you when this is happening. I have read the above and understand my rights and responsibilities under Chapter 12, 2800 of the Philadelphia Code. I acknowledge receipt of a duplicate copy of this statement of rights and responsibilities. So what they're saying is if you sign this, you're agreeing that you understand that your rights and responsibilities are under a Philadelphia Code and not the laws of Philadelphia, which is a state constitution. So as you see again, UCC 1-308, UCC without prejudice. So before anything gets signed, that has to be that. I sign this as my straw. That's why I have to let them know who I really am, legal notice and everything. So now this is my my petition, affidavit of fact, dealing with this ticket. Ticket number, who I'm sending it to, my accreditation, petitioner, here. So I don't know if that's going to turn it sideways. Let me go back. So basically, you got to list the number of the ticket, the ID number of the trooper that pulled you over, his last name, badge number. Keep listing all the corporations and how they list themselves. So it's City of Philadelphia Parking Violations Branch, City of Philadelphia Bureau of Administrative Adjudication, BAA, doing business as Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, City and County of Philadelphia. See how the difference is? They're playing like they are the state and city, but really they're a corporation trying to get all our monies. And they're really, really good at this so far. That's their little address right there. And then when you look up online who the actual people that are supposed to be collecting the debt for Philadelphia, it's actually the one that's still on 800 and Arch, or 800 Spring Garden, I think. So it's another corporation, and all they say online is that they transferred the jurisdiction to a municipal jurisdiction. So they're still the actual people supposed to be dealing with the violations of vehicles and traffic. But somehow Philadelphia Parking Authority weaseled their way in there. So go to the next paper. This is papers and papers talking about the jurisdiction that they don't have, dealing with Constitution of Article 6.2. The Constitution of the laws of, oh yeah, that's dealing with the law, the supreme law of the land, which is supreme law of the land, which is under the authority of the United States, treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States, this Constitution and the laws. So the laws come from the Constitution. So you have to enforce Constitution before you can get to any codes and violations. They always railroad us with that. You never even hear anything. You'd be pleading guilty before you even open your mouth. Supreme law of the land. Court decision stare decisis, meaning if you put this in the face of a judge, he has to prove it with writing that it's not valid. He can't. Original jurisdiction, Article 3, right to travel. Article 3 court is what you're inside when you're dealing with these people. So you have to put that on notice that you know that you're in Article 3 court, because if they try to violate their rights outside the Constitution, you could pull them back to Article 3. So it's a remedy we can use. Title 18, Part 1, Chapter 13, Section 241 and 242 of the United States Code. That's dealing with rights of person, rights of the rights that you have and how they can't be violated using color of law. Oh, here it is. Color of law, official who under color of law deprives any legal citizen of their legal rights and immunity. So basically that's what you hit them with, to where they can get, stuff held against them for violating you. Those are remedies. Then we got these amendments here. We tie them back to that. As you see, I'm putting, corporation back on the map. Listing my number tickets again. Due process is missing, saying that they didn't follow Section 4 of the 6 of the Constitution. No, let me get that right. Which one is that? I think it's 4. No, it's the 4th Amendment. Yeah, it got to be 4th Amendment. Dealing with due process of law is the 4th Amendment. Yep, due process as required per 4th Amendment. Violation of due process. Because in the 4th Amendment, in the Article 4 of the Constitution, I probably said amendment, excuse me. Article 4 of the Constitution, 4th Amendment of the Constitution, because I'm all over the place. But when you deal with that, it's saying that Congress has to get notified before any of your property gets tampered with, taken, or your security is invaded. They have to let Congress know that they're going to take the law into their own hands, and then Congress has to approve it. And it can't be just some, wishy-washy reason. They have to have the name of the person, the vehicle that they want to commandeer, or the property they want to commandeer. They have to have the rightful probable cause, and that all has to be submitted to the court. So you think that they did all of that by the time they took your car and busted your windows out? Trust me, they didn't. The prosecutor and judge of this ministerial court all lack due process. Claims and charges should be dismissed for want of jurisdiction and refusal for cause. So when you challenge the jurisdiction of any of these courts who are inferior to one Supreme Court of this nation, then you have to they have to provide paperwork showing why they have jurisdiction, and they can't. So that's what we're doing. Notice all agents. I'm CCing all of these people. All right, all those people have to get notified of what's going on, because if they don't know, then it won't be no show. Notice how I'm notifying United States, United Nations, United States, state, city. Then it goes back to city. Well, deputy court. He's from the city. From the city. Pennsylvania, city. So it's like I'm trying to UCC everybody. I'm trying to UCC. I'm trying to CC everybody that I have to need to see what my right of rescission as to certain transactions. So it's talking about how I have a right to rescind any contract that I did sign, but especially if the disclosure doesn't. If the party doesn't let me know that the contract is rescindable. Time limit for exercise of right, additional relief, limitation of rescission. An obliger shall have no rescission rights arising solely from the form of written notice used by the creditor to inform the obliger. So,
what does she have in her mouth? What is that?
it was
Honey?
yeah, one of them honey mustard things.
What is in there?
I don't know. The right of recoupment under state law. Nothing in this subsection affects the consumer's rights of rescission and recoupment under state law. So they're saying there's nothing happening in this paperwork about dealing with the Truth in Lending Act that basically messes up your chances for being able to fight this under state law. You have rights. At applicability. This subsection shall apply to all consumer credit transactions in existence or consummated on or after September 30. So they're dealing with consumer credit. So how are you paying any money if it's dealing with credit? See? Sections not included. Those are the ones I didn't include because I didn't need them. Dealing with like the more foreclosure than anything. And these are definitions that I wanted to clarify for them. Creditor shall include City of Philadelphia. All these all caps names. Obliger shall include any natural person misrepresented as an artificial person, especially on any